Dear Melissa, I have an early stage startup and I'm the only person on the product and design side. I'm super stretched thin already and we don't have a huge user base yet, but I know I need to gather data to drive my decisions. So I'm wondering if you have any advice on what information is the most important to gather at this stage and how best to go about it. So, one of the key things I think about startups and early stage products is that you're not going to have a ton of data to help you with data driven decision making. You're going to need data that comes directly from customers, which is usually in a qualitative form. So, we've got two different types of data, we've got qualitative data and we've got quantitative data. When you launch a company, you don't usually have critical mass. And the best way for you to learn is actually to go out there and talk to your customers. So that's something that you should be doing there, especially on the product and design side. So you want to make sure that you're laying the infrastructure to capture that quantitative data so that once you still get more and more people on there, you can go back and make a great analysis. But right now, I think you should shift your focus really to qualitative data, understanding your customers, understanding their pain points, seeing what they're using, keeping on top of that. So in early stage companies, I'd think about instrumenting it for scale so that once we get to the point where we have tons of people on here, we can actually make quick decisions. We can do cohort analysis. We can start to look at how people are using our platforms. We can look at adoption and user analytics and all that fun stuff at scale. But in early stages, you're going to be making most of your decisions based on that qualitative feedback. You're going to draw some quantitative parallels with it, right? You're going to go out, talk to a bunch of customers and say, hey, like 7 out of 10 people are doing X, Y, and Z. That's what I'm going to base my decisions off of right now and go forward from that. But it's going to be really hard to use user analytics at scale at these stages. And that's okay. That's what happens in early stage companies. You'll catch up there. Other things that you might want to be looking at too are data about like market sizes, competition, trying to get some of that in there to help you really steer for where you want to concentrate as you think about building this business. But again, early stage, you're going to have very limited quantitative data to go off of. And while it still might be useful to look at it, see if you can actually follow users' journeys through all of these analytics tools, it's going to be really hard to base all of your decision off that immediately. So, really stay in touch with your customers, focus on that qualitative information, and then focus on instrumenting it for scale. That's the key to making sure that you can make data driven decisions as you keep going forward.